which is Emirates crew heroically controls an aggressive passenger. Mid-flight, a viral video shows two male cabin crew members wrangling an unruly passenger with flexi cuffs. They skillfully maintained control. The passenger was said to be violent during the entire 2.5-hour flight.
Cabin crew on flight EK614 tried to restrain and did restrain the unruly passenger. The video shows he actually headbutted one of the male crew. He was then pinned down and restrained. Furthermore, an air hostess rushed over with emergency ties, which are kept on board for this type of behavior.
Of course, as well, which is amazing at this point how they have done it. So the incident reportedly happened early Sunday morning as Emirates flight EK614 landed in Islamabad around 1:20 a.m. Despite the violent outburst leaving one passenger terrified, reports suggest the suspect, described as well connected, may not face criminal charges.
Well connected. An Emirates spokesperson told Lovin Dubai Emirates can confirm that there was an unruly passenger on the flight travelling from Dubai to Islamabad on 24th of February. The passenger was restrained by the cabin crew and upon arrival was handed over to the authorities. The safety of their passengers and crew is of critical importance and Emirates strives to ensure that this is never compromised. Emirates is cooperating with the authorities at this time and cannot comment further. Can we just give a second, like a shout out to the crew in this situation?
100%.
This is not what you need to be dealing with on your day. You know, everyone goes to work with their struggles. But could you imagine? That's the type of childish, unruly, messy behavior. If you're that type of person that's putting other people under that stress, you need to take a step back. Like, yes, the authorities will deal with you, but also, how dare you put that into someone else's life?
100%. And surprising as well, my sister is cabin crew. So before any cabin crew, by the way, they go through a 6-month training to deal with all of these things. Whether it's, by the way, they even learn how to, how to get a baby if, let's say, there's a pregnant woman on board.
Wow.
Literally, or like how to handle panic attacks and so on and on and on. So seeing that, I was just like thinking, oh my God. This must be like the way they handled it was so professional and so, I would say, the training actually did its job and just shows you that, you know what, as a cabin crew is all over, like no matter what airlines they are in, they have this kind of like training, and specifically Emirates cabin crew, they are very strict with their rules and they just managed it perfectly in the way that it should be.
Yeah, and I think the comments are saying very similar. So first, Chopsters said they must stop showing action movies on air. People get motivated. I think that's a step too far in like a woke society that they're not going to show action movies on a flight. Nikki Noodle 7. These are the comments on the feed, by the way, on the post that we shared. Great work by the crew, acting safely and effectively. This it annoys me when people say crew are just serving staff in the sky. They have no idea the level of training they go through to keep passengers safe.
Literally, my sister went through severe hard training, you know what I mean? Like she wouldn't sleep sometimes at night because of like the training and how severe it would be. And she would even tell me stories that would happen with her on board and how she would need to act, you know, because like you don't have like a minute to think. You have like a split second at that point. And don't forget, by the way, like she has like pursers. The pursers are technically, they are their supervisors for the flight that are actually watching them. And if not only that they're watching them, they are watching them and they are trying to like have everything, you know, managed. And with Emirates and its, I would say, reputation for it being one of like the best airlines in the world. So of course, like things like that, we are going to be seeing like cabin crew definitely, you know, like stepping in. And my sister, like she tells me like she steps in even when like a passenger is crying, even when, because they do have panic attacks and they have like, they get sad and all of these things. And which is like normal. So cabin crew, as you said, is not only just like in serving you in the air.
Exactly.
It's not like that.
Show us a more high pressure, high intensity customer service role. I don't think you'll find it because it's also like the type of behaviors that you might get on a flight. I get emotional when I get on flights. But also, you know, people either, you know, they could be demanding, they could be drunk, they could be all sorts, and the crew has to deal with that while maintaining a smile on their face for everyone else around them. It's not an easy job, and this just goes a shout out to all crew involved. We salute you because your work is not easy.
It definitely is not easy. As well.